All right, everybody, welcome back to the Bar House Crew. It's Mr. News here with Geek and Cigar. All right, we've been away for a little while on the Walking Dead topic, so we got to get caught up. It's been a while. We talked about episode 1 when the season first started back up. Now we've had about 3 episodes in between there, so we can do a little quick recap, kind of roll it all into one, getting ready for this episode 5 that's coming up. All right,
Fanboy.
Yeah, fanboy. Start with you. What do you think about the last few episodes that we've seen with Walking Dead? Well, I guess starting with 2, I guess we could. Yeah.
Well, that was good. I liked the premise of that because you knew the wolves were out there. There was going to be a problem. I didn't expect them to solve that problem so quickly. I thought this wolf thing would have stretched out at least to the probably mid-season finale. But that's cool because I didn't like them anyway.
Well, the wolf thing could stretch out.
The little leader still alive.
Yeah. But as far as the rest of his people, they've been disposed of.
I like how he was so honest with him. It's a cute story, but if I get loose, I'm going to kill him and the children.
Talking about the leader with Morgan in episode 4 that just passed. Cigar, what are your thoughts on the past 3 episodes we've seen?
First of all, I thought episode 2 sucked. So
all right.
I thought it was pretty good.
Oh God! Here you go, sneezing.
All right, here we go. But
I'm allergic to bullshit. That was a great season 2 or episode 2. This season was great. Infiltrated. It was intense. You didn't know where they were coming from.
They were pretty gruesome too.
Only a twerp would think that was
Carol. Man,
Carol's a monster.
Stepped up.
Big time.
Carol should drop the mic.
Yeah, she held her own, putting the W on her head, blending in. She
ruthless.
Yeah,
taking them out.
Yeah.
Everyone a question, bang to the head. She didn't waste time.
Yeah. You were saying, Cigar?
I give her that. But I would say episode 3 really stood out to me this season so far. Now,
that's obvious.
Yeah, I get it.
But go ahead.
Just like fanboy over here, I'm day one too. So, the characters like Glenn and Rick and the Daryl, they hold a special part in all of our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you probably can't.
We were doing a little Valentine's Day.
I know, right? It's like
that's
Full House or something.
Yeah.
7 Heaven.
Yeah.
But man, when Glenn, hopefully that leads into because they didn't on that Talking Dead. Normally when they do that,
a little memorandum.
Yeah, they didn't show Glenn.
So
it's
it's left out there.
Speculations of what happened to Glenn is incredible.
See, the thing is now, there's a couple things I noticed. I picked up. Now, the good point is the guns may have jammed.
Yeah,
a
lot of people are pointing out the gun.
They were out of bullets.
The clicks.
But there was one walker who was sliding under the bottom of the dumpster. That's why I know. I don't think there's any way, unless they're saying there's some way they've had it to where he got under there in time. She was under the dumpster, so I don't know how that would work.
I don't know.
There was a jump. See, he's Asian, so I don't know how high he jumped. But there was a wall. No offense to that. I don't want to.
That's geek, by the way.
That was geek. Send your hate mail to him.
Well, my fault. I like Asians. We ate Chinese the other week. But I don't know. Is Glenn is
I don't know if Glenn's gone.
I
mean, I like Glenn's character. I think he's been getting less and less shine lately because there's so much going on in Alexandria that his main thing has been babysitting. The guy's name I forgot, but he's been babysitting this guy. They tried to kill him.
Yeah,
I think the only way you could explain something like this, if he's still alive, is if he was having some nightmare. I don't see.
He was daydreaming.
Little dream sequence.
Yeah, I don't see how the dude falling on top of Glenn. I don't see how he can make it out of there.
Well, even some people made that argument. Well, he might have been on top of him, but I was like, it's not like he's under the ground on top of him. He's just right underneath him. Well, we'll peel you off and then we'll get to him. So, but that's what happens when you he's a popular character. So people are trying to make I think where's the excuses? Here's what happened. Here's my theory on it. Yeah. So it makes for a good conversation.
Yeah, it's interesting to see where they go with it.
I think that personally, I don't know why. This is one I wouldn't agree with. So many people on edge. I think they're going to stretch this out to the mid-season finale. We won't know until another few episodes from now. But I think that you're running a risk doing that because you see the negative reaction to what I thought was a decent episode, but no one cared about it. Why are we caring about what's going on with Morgan? We're all trying to figure out what happened with Glenn.
Yeah,
Keep
true.
leaving these little cliffhangers for us.
But they'll be back.
And
that's why they can do that, because they know we'll be back.
That's the
Smart
thing.
TV.
Yeah, it is. Well, Stretch, look, we're popular. You're gonna come back, like you said. So it's
because
we'll
if you've been watching
baby.
since day one, you're already heavily invested. So you're not gonna. Yeah.
Even if I wanted to, by 9:01, even if I went on strike by 9:01, I can't take it. And I'd be turning. So there's just they've got the little power, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I think that's my prediction. They'll stretch it out until the mid-season finale in close to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, probably somewhere around there, like episode 8 or something, whatever that will be. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I think maybe they have it. Here's my final prediction. I think they have it to where he escaped, but escaping, he may have gotten bit. So by the time whoever finds him,
he gets back to Maggie to say whatever he needs to say.
That's another thing about this. First Herschel, then Beth. They gotta lay off Maggie a little bit. She's been through it. Yeah. She's really gonna snap. She's gonna.
And plus, he was saying a lot about he has to make it back. And
right.
So it makes you wonder where they're gonna go with this, but. It would not surprise me if he's killed off the show because they've had no problem with doing that in the past. Yeah.
Rick, because the original season 1, Rick, Daryl, Glenn, Carl, Carol, they've still it's hard for me to believe all 5 of them are gonna make it out of this season.
Yeah, exactly.
So there'll be I think at least 1, maybe 2 to go.
I don't know. Because like you said, there's only 5 of them left. So I think you got to keep them around. I don't know. You take too many of them out, I don't know, you might lose viewers.
Well, yeah, the current cast is not strong enough to, where you could lose like half of them. You have to keep a few of them around. Like Daryl, Rick have to stay around.
Remember, Daryl's not a part of the comics, so it's essential to me to have him around because now you never really know where they're going.
Yeah, I don't think
some writers bite off the comics, some don't.
At this point, they don't have the characters to continue to carry the show, in my opinion.
Right.
Without Daryl and Rick still being a part of it, and possibly Carol to take care of things at Alexandria when they leave, because Carol
she's probably had the best evolution from the beginning.
Where she, oh my god,
I mean, she just
an abusive relationship to now she's keeping the Alexandria safe basically.
And she saved. Remember, she
Morgan
saved her.
won't kill anyone.
No.
So
and remember, she saved everybody's ass at Terminix.
Terminix.
Season 5.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, So her character is very interesting. So I think those 3 have to make it a little bit longer until you find some other people that are strong enough to carry it going forward. So
we can count on the trailers letting us know.
Yeah,
we talked a little bit off. These trailers, 4 or 5 minutes. Don't get me wrong, we like the trailers, but they give away too much.
Too much information.
You kind of you see some of the conflicts, and you're like, okay, well. Something could happen here, but that can't happen because later on something else is going to happen between these.
Based off something that we saw earlier, so they got to be careful with that. Everything else, they're pretty solid. I can't really complain, but they do need to be careful what information they reveal too early. Yeah,
so obviously those are minor details and we're nitpicking, but overall we'll all be back.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely. We're not going anywhere.
So, not just one fanboy here. There's 3 of them. Regardless,
yeah, we know how terrible Sunday night football can be, so we'll definitely.
And there's only one fanboy. There's men that are fans of the show, and then there's fanboys.
What about the dude that was crying? Remember when I didn't cry?
So we know he wasn't crying.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. I was not with him when he watched the episode, but
I can assure you.
Please stop crying when characters on the show.
Not crying, no shed tears.
Hey, I will admit, when Glenn got taken out, so that we know, when Glenn got taken out, I was down.
So he cried then?
Yeah,
I didn't cry. I didn't cry.
Little eyes messed it up a little bit.
Well, I knew to send you a text. I knew you'd be the emotional one.
Little onion. Yeah, I think he may have sent me a crying
emoji.
Well, either way, we'll get it figured out.
All right, so is it fair to say we're caught up now? Is that all you guys have to say about the season up till episode 4? I'm sorry. All right, cool. So, hey, thank you for joining us on the Barhouse Crew. We just gave you a little quick wrap up of the past 3 episodes of Walking Dead. Can't wait to see episode 5, and we'll be here to talk about it, so you can join us. Anything else you guys got to add?
Nah, I think that's it. Stay tuned for more videos upcoming in the future.
And where can they reach us at?
Hey, hit us up at barhousecrew@gmail.com.
Thank you for listening. Peace out.
Yep.